let me explain that.
Okay.
The situation there in the old days, they didn't have the strict record. My brother, he was playing offensive guard as a freshman, and he did fairly well. But as they went into the season, they started the game. They needed a guard, so they moved him up all the way to the top. So he ended up 5 years.
5 years. Yeah, I saw it, Coach, and that's unbelievable.
Yeah,
I
it's unbelievable.
had never heard of that, but
Yeah.
like you say, that's, just that itself, there's some football in the Flores family, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a great story there that was brought to us. And before we get going, I'm going to let Pablo, how do you feel, Pablo, with these coaches, man?
Man, I was over there tackling Coach Avila. I ran through the fumble drill with Coach Quayle over there on the sideline. Coach Flores, I got some questions for you. We look down there, you see some old boys, some away from the past, from the 70s, from the 80s. How does that make you feel, Coach? You touched a lot of lives. You coach some outstanding football here. You're a legend in this town, certainly in the Valley. How does it feel to see some of your old players coming back?
I'll tell you what, Paul, it's very emotional for me. I kind of walked around, took off my hat, hugged some of these guys, and because, we were fortunate enough to never have a losing team in the years that I was at Edinburg.
Wow.
We lost games, but we always had a winning record. In those 15 years that I was here. And our kids believed in what we were doing, and we had some talented kids. And then I don't think we had any major problem that would reflect from our playing.
We're going to get back to Coach Flores. Pablo, you're going to take us to the kickoff.
You got it, brother.
It's going to be Lincoln Juarez kicking off to the Bobcats. Bobcats will be touching the ball first.
Low line drive, field at the 4. He's got plenty of time because it's such a low line drive. He's got to block up the middle. If he keeps going, he got one man to beat. He's on the 40. Oh, he got tripped up a little bit. He's going to get tackled at the 49. They give credit to a very low kick, though, and that's what helped that return.
Now, Pablo, right there, what about the field position? This is the best I've seen for the Bobcats in a long time. Bobcats will only need 51 yards to put the points on the board. Coach Flores, if you're right now, Coach Cáceres, what are you going to say?
Que más quieres?
Same as Pablo. Paul Osbury, once again, Coach Flores. Paul, go ahead, visit with him.
Oh, we got it. Coach, you probably ready to make a call. What do you got? 32 dive right here.
No. First of all, we got to protect the ball. Avoid fumbles. You don't need to throw the ball now.
Don't turn over. Yes, sir.
Bobcat, just take it to them.
Let's see how tough they are.
All right, here we go, Paul.
Split left, split right. Looks like he's going to be in a shotgun. He's going to hand off to a sweep to the outside. He's got the edge. He's got just enough for about 7. They were able to take care of the defensive end, which allowed him to get outside to only gain 7 yards.
Yeah, once again, you call it, Paul.
Yeah.
Every time they get to the outside, it's going to be advantage offense right there, Coach Flores.
I would say they got a good shot at moving in. But let's try the outside on the right.
All right, here we go. That's Coach Flores making the call. And ladies and gentlemen, Coach, thank you, man. I'm enjoying it. And like I say, Coach, I didn't even play football for you, and I enjoy your company. And I've always enjoyed you with it at the baseball field right behind the dugout, giving me some things, some a little hints here and there to what to do. Here we go.
Shotgun play action. He's going to throw it out into the flats. His running back back out of the backfield makes a nifty grab. They needed 4, and they got about 7, don't it? First down.
All right, so what are we going to say, Pablo, for the Bobcats?
Move those chains.
Once again, we're moving the chains thanks to Homer Hostel, who connected us with shirt. Coach Pablo, this nephew of mine came up with that move that change every time we see the Cowboys at home. And so we started saying it here. Channel 4 was here, and they said, I guarantee you, before the season is over, there's going to be some T-shirts. And let me tell you, they came out last week. Here we go, Pablo. We got a flag on the field, Pablo, and it's going to be holding against the Bobcats?
Yes, sir. They're all looking that direction, so you know where they're going to walk.
All right, so what's going to happen is the Bobcats are going to be called back from the spot of the line of scrimmage, not where the foul happened. So it's going to bring them back to a... Wow, that's going to be again 15. Was it a personal foul?
Yeah, it must have been more than a holding, don't it?
Yeah, it's going to be 15 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 19 coming up for the Bobcats. It was a chop block. We got a lot of those last night.
Yes, sir.
Again. Coach Flores, what size you wear, Coach Flores? No T-shirt, Coach?
Come on, Coach. We got a T-shirt for you.
Extra large.
We got an XL for Coach Richard Flores. There's no doubt about that. They got twins left, twins right. That pretty much means 2 receivers on both sides. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's going to be a pass. He's got plenty of time. Throws out to the flats again.
Oh.
Basically, they're really attacking the flats with that back out of the backfield. I guess he was the flex receiver, and he just dropped it, don't it?
Yeah, it was right in his hands. He had some room to run. He was going to get to the outside, but bobbled the ball 3 or 4 times. Then it came off his hands, so it fell incomplete. It'll stop the clock with 11:10 left in the first quarter still, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, like I said, it's Donuts Salinas, Paul Osbury, and Coach Flores in the house. ¿Qué más quieres?
¿Qué más quieres? Coach, I got something for you. Attending what is now Texas State or Southwest Texas State University, going there as a player, it was really neat coming there with the reputation of playing for the city of Edinburg, for the Edinburg Bobcats, because believe it or not, we were feared in the city of San Antonio. Even though we may have lost some close ones, I heard it from everybody. We've never been hit so hard. I heard it from everybody, Coach.
Correct.
Again, that's Coach Flores joining us, and Coach Flores, thanks a lot. And it's got to feel good seeing all these coaches that work with you and these players, Coach. I saw y'all getting these kids a little fired up there, Coach, as they walked and shook everybody's hand. Every player went to see you and all the other coaches. I mean, did it take you back?
I tell you what, very emotional.
I can imagine.
I had to take my hat off, kind of breathe deep, and regroup.
Yeah, and Coach, you know what, Coach? And we'll let Paul call the punt here, and then I'm going to have to go back to what Paul just mentioned a while ago. Here we go, Pablo.
I don't think the wind's a factor. It's pretty dead. He's got plenty of time. Good snap. Gets the ball up. High floater. It's going to be a fair caught. If he catches it at all, it takes a Bobcat hop and just dies right there in the 18. Good field position for the Bobcats.
Okay, Bobcat touched the ball one time. They picked up a first down and went back on a penalty, so ended up punting the ball. It's going to be the first time that Juarez Lincoln will touch the ball. They're starting at their own 18 after a great field position, Pablo. They went back 15 yards, and that killed the momentum there for the Bobcats. But let me tell you what, I've always said it, never count those Bobcats. And Coach, and again, Paul mentioned it, Coach, and you did touch a lot of lives, and not only like me. I enjoyed you being at the baseball field quite a bit every time I had the ball. And Coach, thanks for all, the animo you would give me when I was down, when we were down and stuff. When we came back and back-to-back district champs when I was in baseball, and you were there all the time.
A great outside run, a good sweep. This time they sent 2 blockers at the defensive end, the outside linebacker, and they went for the cut block. It was legal because they're going from inside out, and they distracted them just long enough to get on the outside. You know what happens, don't when they get on the outside? They gain some yards.
Pick up of 9 yards. I'll call it second. I call it a free down, Coach. What do you do here? Just keep it in the ground, Coach, or would you try a pass?
I wouldn't pass.
All right.
I would.
Don't change what's working.
2 yards in a cloud of dust.
It's early.
It's early. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. That's Coach Flores joining us. Coach, thanks a lot, Coach. I hope you're having a good time because we are, man.
He'll dive up the middle. He's met easy by the outside linebacker. Nobody decided to block him as he crashed because he came down the line and met the running back on the line of scrimmage. They're going to give it forward progress right there, don't they?
I didn't think he had gotten that far, but they are giving him a little forward progress. It's going to be close. We'll wait for the call right here, and it's going to be timeout. They're going to take a measurement on the field. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, Coach Flores, special thanks going out to you. And I guarantee you, my dad would say hi to Coach. So from my dad, Coach, good to see you, and I bet he's saying hi right now. So, Dad, I got a good guy next to me, Dad. So, I'm enjoying it. And Coach Flores, another question for you, Coach. What are you still in Edinburg? Live in Edinburg? What do you do? Or
Well, believe it or not, they needed some help at the university, and I volunteered, and I went in there. I ended up having to teach a class on Monday and Wednesday on, guess what, the theory of football.
Wow.
So
Do you know that?
20.
It's easy?
No, I know it.
He knows. Hey, how about taking a class with Coach Flores? ¿Qué más quieres?
Once again, you want to learn some football? Dale pa Panama, ahí está Coach Flores. Voila, you're going to learn. Once again, Coach. Thanks, and I hope you got a few more minutes because I'm enjoying it, and I know Paul is. So, ladies and gentlemen, they came out short inches, so it's going to be 3rd, and they're calling it 1 for the Lincoln Juarez Huskies. We'll wait and see what's going to happen. Pablo?
Yeah, they're going to cover 3, which means they got the safety down low, basically playing as a linebacker. So they're stacking the box. They're expecting the run. Not that they're going to, but they're expecting it. It is quarterback sneak. That's too easy, don't it? All the quarterback had to do was either go on the left side of his butt or the right. And they're going to move those chains.
Once again, it's going to be a first down for the Juarez Lincoln Huskies. They got 1 first down. Bobcats have gotten 1, but they went back on a penalty. So right now it's 1 first down, no first downs, and that's Lincoln Juarez getting their first one. It's 1st and 10 from the 29.
Bobcats staying in to cover 3. Juarez Lincoln, the double twins. It's going to be a pass. He's going to throw a quick one into the flats. He's got his man. That's a nifty grab. That's an easy gain of 7. All he had to do was make the catch, and he was met immediately, but not after until a gain of 7, don't it?
Hey, Paul, let me tell you, look at the forward progress. It's going to be a gain of 9.
That's a very, very nice spot.
Good. Yeah, they're getting good spots. That is the Huskies right now so far. They're getting the spots on the football to their favor. Well, here we go.
Matter of fact, don't I think we got an ex-Bobcat player as the head coach on the other sideline over there in George Espinosa, I believe. And we got another Bobcat still coaching over there.
Oh, that's Little Bobcats.
Little Bobcats all over the place. On that side and on this side, don't it? A dive up the middle. Quarterback's going to keep it on the read option, and he read correctly because if he had given it to the dive, he was going to get met, and he met it. All he needed was 1, and he got about 7, don't it? So they're going to move those chains.
Once again, we're moving the chains for the Huskies. It's going to be 1st and 10, and quickly they're at their own 45-yard line. Paulo, the no huddle, is it working?
It is. Right now they're driving. That's 2 first downs for these guys. So don't ever fix what isn't broke, don't it?
Here we go.
They're going double twins. Quarterback's in the shotgun. He's got his tail back on his left hip. Oh, refs are calling time. Bobcats. Think about it. They've had out for 2 first downs in a row. Timeout. Coach Flores sent down a message. You guys need to call a timeout. Think about it, boys.
That's right.
Slow them down, Coach. Find a way to slow them down.
You got to break their rhythm, their momentum right now. Coach Flores called a great timeout. Good job, Coach.
Here we go. It's a timeout. Once again, it's Coach Flores joining us. And, Coach, I mean, I'm just, while Paul's talking, I'm just, what can I say? What can I ask? And I think of something, and I just think of something else and everything. Coach, but, Coach, what do you think of what we're doing right now here with ValleyCentral.com? Where anywhere in the world, like we just told you, people from Afghanistan, Korea, Japan, Hawaii, Florida, Arizona, California, Las Vegas. I mean, it's going crazy. Last night it went crazy from 400 people to 500 to 600, 700, 800, 1,000. We went up to about 1,400 people tuned into last night's game.
It's unbelievable, and it's something that you should cherish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is a great thing to have.
Exactly right.
Communication all over the world, I guarantee you. That's something.
That's something. I mean, not like what we used to have. You used to put a little video together for some of your players and, you know, get some little.
Back the old reel, the old 8 millimeter, whatever that's called, Coach.
Yeah. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Huskies.
Bobcats looking at twins left, split right. He says now he's going to give it to his tailback. He bounced it out to the outside, but that was the wrong place to go. He was met for a loss of 2.
Loss of 2 yards. Call it 2nd and 12. Coach Flores, I'm going to let you join your friends, but let me tell you before you go, Coach, it was a pleasure, Coach, and for my dad and myself, it's good to see you, and you know, keep on taking care of yourself, and maybe we'll see you around some more.
God willing.
All right.
I got to say one thing.
You do it, Coach.
Paul Osbury was an outstanding athlete. You were an outstanding athlete, different sports, and this is the fruit that you gain from doing
hard labor.
What you really, really do, and that's helping kids, and that's why I'm still in the business trying to help kids too.
All right, Coach. That's Coach Flores once again.
Don't you take it, because I got to come hug him. It's going to be a while until I say goodbye.
That's all right, Coach. No problem. We're going to go to a 3rd and 10 coming up for the Huskies once again, ladies and gentlemen. That was himself, Coach Richard Flores. And let me tell you, if you want Bobcat football, you got Coach. You got to talk about Coach Flores, man. And it's great, people. 3rd and 10 coming up. Here we go. Coach Flores, your cap, Coach. Here we go. Back to passes for the Huskies. He's got a man open, and he hits it for an 11-yard pickup. And they're going to give him forward progress. So one more time for the Huskies. Move those chains. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was awesome. And again, I didn't play the game of football, but you know, I followed Coach Flores ever since I was in junior high, and I continued as I was in high school and after I graduated. I continue watching the Bobcat football, and let me tell you what, Bobcat football you're talking about, you got to mention Coach Flores. Here we go, 1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line of the Bobcats.
Bobcats looking at twins left and split right. Quarterback's in the shotgun, got 2 tailbacks, one basically a blocker. He's going to throw a quick hitch to the right. He's met immediately from the outside linebacker. It was a hitch, which means he just stops and expects the ball to be there, and it came on time, but for the fact that nobody blocked that guy in front of him. He tackled him for a loss of, what, 2?
They gave him forward progress. Look at the spots.
That is some beautiful spot.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. And once again, it's Donaldson and it's Paul Osbury. bringing you the action from Edinburg. It's Bobcat football tonight. Pablo, we have another guest coming at halftime. So
oh, boy. Don't tell him, but I got a hint. It's somebody that used to coach for the Bobcats.
Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Pablo.
Twins left, twins right. Looks like, that's tried to be a penalty, don't it? That's right. Certainly the play should be dead. No matter what happens, they're going to blow it dead. You cannot. Basically what happened was one of the outside receivers was trying to kind of readjust himself, but he did it at the same time they were sending a player in motion. You cannot have two guys go move at the same time, don't it? That was an easy call for the ref.
Yeah, so it's going to be bringing them back 5 yards, and we'll repeat the down again. It's going to be 2nd and 15 coming up. And you know what? I'm glad that Leo told us that yesterday. Guys, how would it be for y'all to have Coach Flores and Coach Avila? Hey, Leo, thanks a lot. You know, that was nice.
Leo Reyes!
That was awesome, Pablo. And I wish we could do it all night long. But,
amen, brother.
He's here to be with his players, his ex-players, and his
He said with his wife at this time, yes, sir.
Yeah, and you know, even up here, you got a little teary eyes, and I don't blame him. There's nothing wrong with it, man. And you said the best thing, Pablo, is he touched a lot of lives.
He did. Yeah, I remember him coming up to the ranks, trying to, just hoping on one day I'd get to the varsity and play for Coach Flores. Certainly I did, but I remember that. We all remember that. And a lot of success, a lot of pride.
Never had a losing season in 15 years.
Never.
If you're Coach Flores and you did it for 15 years?
Ooh, que más quieres? It's going to be a screen up the middle, but it's going to be covered. Oh, he breaks free. Okay, could have easily been a loss for some. Who knows, a couple, but give credit to the linebacker, Aldo Trevino, to disrupt the play, and it's in fact going to be 4th down. They're probably going to punt it, don't it?
Yeah, it came back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and 10, 4th and 9. They're calling it for Huskies, and they're probably going to punt. You're right, Pablo. Pablo, I mean, not that the game don't matter, but let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure, talking to coaches like that, and I can't wait till we talk to some more coaches in a few minutes, and I'm going to try and get my ex-coach up here.
I see him down there. Almost blocked. Bobcats came from the left side, if you're the Huskies, and it was almost blocked, and it's gonna roll into the end zone. I mean, it was maybe a one fingernail away from being blocked, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10. It'll be the 2nd time the Bobcats touched the football. And Paul, I was calling you as soon as I saw what was going on in the field. And
don't it? And just by chance, and I mean this, I had no idea.
You did?
No, none.
So why did you wear it?
No idea. I'm wearing my Bobcat jersey from my old day, number 7.
You stole it, Pablo?
No, my good friend Bill Reynolds purchased these jerseys for all the guys. He bought one for me. I had no idea this was taking place tonight. I just decided to wear it tonight, out of the blue.
It's awesome. Once again, it's all the ex-players or as many players they could get from that. What year was that? David Torres was out there.
David Torres, we played together in the backfield. Imagine David Torres and strong safety and Paul Osborne free safety. It's not bad.
Hey, you know what? No flag on the field for the Bobcats.
Move those chains. That was a Harrison pass. Connected for about 13. They needed 10. They got 13.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Quickly, they're at the 33-yard line. That's on their own side of the field, but Bobcats looking good.
Harrison and Albert going in the backfield. Bobcats have 2 receivers left and 2 receivers to the right. I'm sorry. Let's go with Domingo Alvarez in the backfield at this time. This is going to be a dive. Alvarez up the middle, but nowhere to go. He's met and stuffed immediately. Maybe. Were you going to call it 2?
Yeah.
I want to call it 1.5, don't it?
Look at the spot they're giving him.
Oh,
it's going to go both ways.
They are very generous. If you're a Leopard, this is where you belong tonight.
35-yard line, so it's giving him 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up with the Bobcats. We're under 5 minutes left in the first half. It's going by quick. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a good night already, Pablo.
Yeah, don't it?
We've seen already.
Certainly you cannot see it tonight, but I mean, the stands are filled with former players and coaches of Bobcats. I mean, I'm looking at about 40, 50 jerseys out there. It's a beautiful night. Harrison the shotgun. He's got plenty of time. He's being pressured, but he got the ball away. If he can make the catch, it's going to be. That is absolutely beautiful. Give credit, and I mean credit. Give credit to Jesus Garcia for the pick.
Yeah, and again, he pushed up a little, but he was doing it with the ref behind his back, and he didn't see him at all. Push up 81. 81 wasn't able to elevate up on the ball, and it was picked off by the Huskies. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Juarez Lincoln Huskies. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say, Lincoln Juarez or Juarez Lincoln, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the 36-yard line. And Pablo.
Yes, sir.
And seeing what happened before the game and all that, if you were a kid and you see these legends out there, wouldn't it fire you up a little?
Oh, you should remember. Everybody's remembered. I'm seeing Ruben Baba Palacios walking up the steps down here. I've seen John Paul Cantu, Bill Reynolds, see Adrian Cavazos. I mean, Will Steele, John Paul Cantu.
San Paul Cantú.
Pepe Barrera,
Pepe
Paul
Barrera.
Osbury,
Steve Alaniz.
Steve Alaniz, ¿qué más quieres?
¿Qué más quieres?
We could go, I'll tell you what, we could go down the field and give the Juarez Lincoln a run for their money.
Would you?
Yeah, but only one quarter.
Oh, one
Yeah, no, make it matter back, run the clock.
Yeah, run the clock like we call it, Paulo. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Don Salinas, and it's Paul Osbury joining me. And ladies and gentlemen, you want Bobcat football, you should have been here tonight.
Amen. Juarez Lincoln got, for the Bobcats, you're looking at 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Looks like they're going to blitz from the edge. And in fact, they are. It's a good time because they're headed off the middle, and he is met. There was no hole, nowhere to go, a loss of Teres. Which one? Don't ditch that. 2.5 yard. Look at the spot.
I'm telling you.
Okay, turns out it wasn't a loss at all.
Yeah,
Wow.
they moved him back a yard, so, but that's why I was going like, I don't know. So once again, it's going to be a 3rd and 12 coming up for the Huskies. I'm just going to call them Huskies. Again, I apologize.
Go with Huskies, though, because that's what they are. They're the Huskies.
Yeah, put up a field.
We're not going to, Juarez, Trevino, Gonzalez, Lincoln, hey, just Huskies.
All right, the Huskies, it's going to be 3rd and 12 at the 35.
Twins left, twins right in the shotgun. Looks like the Bobcats are blitzing from the edge. Picked up by the tailback. He's got a man up in the middle, but the Bobcats step forward. He's on the 40. There's a flag on the field. He's on the 30. He's got 1 man to beat. On the 20, he's tackled on 19.
Paulo, did the flag come after the play?
Well, the ref threw it technically after the play, but I think he was starting to throw it. It probably was holding on the Huskies, which I'm sure the Bobcats are going to decline. That was too easy, ladies and gentlemen.
It might be 15 yards against the Bobcats. Somebody lost the helmet, and I'm sure he didn't lose it by him taking it off.
Here we go.
Here comes the call.
Nobody knows, and the refs hadn't given anybody a feeling.
That's Greg. Greg Ontiveros making the call right there.
Ooh, Bobcat. Someone hit someone in the face, in the head. You can't do that. Even if by accident, you cannot hit someone in the head. You can't knock their helmet off, don't it?
Now, so then it don't matter if it was intercepted and after it happened afterwards.
It looks like it happened during. It looks like it happened on one of the defensive linemen on his rush, on his way to the quarterback. Must have impacted a player from Juarez Lincoln.
Oh, he took his helmet off.
He knocked it off, by pushing it forward. You can't do that, ladies and gentlemen, by accident or intention. And bottom line is erase the pick.
Second 15-yarder against the Bobcats.
As a result, they're going to move those chains.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, 1st and 10. Well, the Huskies are about midfield. Here we go.
Twins left, twins right. Quarterback in the shotgun. This time it's going to be a run. He's going to give it to his tailback, and he slips and falls. He was tackled by Casper the Ghost on the line.
It wasn't where they put that cock in the other day, the glue.
Now, one more step. That one ran into a glue gun and stuck to the floor over there. But he was tackled by, I think, the glue gun.
All right, so no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Huskies. We're down to 3:20 left in the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some people coming up at halftime. Can't wait to get to that. So once again, we're at Edingburg. We're bringing you Bobcat football.
Yep, okay. Juarez Lincoln in double twins means 2 receivers left and 2 receivers to the right. In the shotgun, it's going to be a pass. It's going to be out to the flats. He's met immediately. It was almost picked off. Man, really, I'll tell you what right now, that's how you play football. That's Steve Guerrero. Boy, we call his name a lot in this stadium.
Yeah.
So what happened was it's a quick pass to the Bobcats left side, and that was Guerrero's man. He met him immediately. As soon as he caught the ball, he took care of business and took him down for a loss of 1.
Lost of 1. Call it 3rd and 11 coming up for the Huskies once again. Paul, I'm having a great, it's getting even better.
I'm fired up. Don't see all these jerseys down there, man. I'm remembering these guys. Guys that I watch play, and I'm sure guys that watch me play. It was great.
Hey, Paul, we missed a lot of shout-outs. A little shout-out going out to Homer Hassel. Thanks for the T-shirt, Mr. Hassel. That was
Muchos.
superior oil change.
Very superior. That means the top of the line.
All right.
Timeout, somebody.
Huskies got in a timeout. So with 2:21 left in the first quarter, we're still in a scoreless game here in Edinburgh. It's the Bobcat 0 and the Huskies 0. And Paul,
Dígame.
¿cómo le vamos a hacer? You want to go get
I got a few people. I want to get somebody.
Oh,
Let me go grab somebody. Somebody that has listened not only and has a jersey, but has listened and watched us on ValleyCentral.com.
Did you see Coach Vasquez anywhere?
I do. I know who he is.
You know where he's at?
I see him right down there.
We'll bring him on.
Red shirt. All right, let me go down there, Donut.
Right,
Cover for me.
Tell him he needs to go up here. I'm going to call one play, and again, I don't do it as good as Paul Osbury, but I'll let you know what's happening on the field. For right now, it's Paul getting me Coach Joe Vasquez. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, special thanks going out to ValleyCentral.com. And let me tell you what, we had people at a church last night. They put in their laptop to the big screen, guys, and they said that they were enjoying the game and could not believe the picture that Cats TV was bringing to them. Again, special thanks going out to Cats TV 17. Guys, they told me, not only one person, but a few people told me that was great camera work, and they couldn't believe how they could enjoy the game at home. So again, Cats TV, good job. Here we go, 3rd and 11 coming up. It's going to be a snap. They got split right, split left. He's got 2 behind him. Here you go. It's going to be a pass. He throws the ball and a complete pass. He breaks a few tackles, breaks away from more tackles, all the way down to the 29-yard line. So one more time. Can somebody help me? Here we go, guys. Can you do it? Move those chains. All right. That's the whole crew up in joining me on moving those chains. So once again, Paul's out getting some coaches. It's going to be a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Donald Salinas, and we're going to get together with some ex-Bobcat coaches. Here we go. It's 1st and 10 for the Huskies. They're at the 29-yard line of the Bobcats. He's got split right. He's got a single man to the left. There's a handoff. It's a quick handoff to number 20. We have a flag on the field. It's probably going to be a holding for right now, and it's going to be a loss. So maybe back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Pending the flag. Here comes the call. It's holding against the Huskies. And Coach Castle is already pointing, bring them back. So they're going to bring them 10 yards back, and it's going to be 1st and 20. It's going to bring them back to the 39-yard line. Once again, it's going to be a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully, I'm going to bring up a big point when Paul joins me in a minute. But I'll bring it up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, it's going to be Paul playing around. Sorry here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be 1st and 20. Paul was getting some signs like a baseball coach, but yeah. But again, we're going to have somebody special join me in a minute. Here we go, Pablo. Take it, Pablo. Take it. It's going to be the 1st.
All right, it's a sweep to the Bobcats right side. He got plenty of blockers. He breaks it outside. That's where the yards are gained. Good job for the Bobcats to get walked down as we have Coach Joe Vasquez.
Another flag, and again, it's going to be against the Huskies. Here we go, Coach. You're going to join me here.
We got another special guest, Donut. I think you ought to introduce this guy. You may know him. We both know him, but go ahead. You give it, Donut.
A little better. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman did a lot for me.
Have a seat, Coach.
In baseball.
Relax, Coach.
And he taught me a lot, and he believed in me a lot. When I went into the trouble areas, he made me make up my mind whether you're going to play baseball or, keep going the way you're going. And Coach, special thanks going out to Coach Vasquez.
Thank you, Donut. Thank you, Paul, for having me up here. It feels good and it's special.
Coach, we had Coach Richard Flores up here earlier. Of course, you can obviously see all the Bobcats, former coaches and players before, during, and after. And we had Coach Flores up here talking about the good days of football. You know what? We got some good days of baseball as well.
Hey, Coach, Paul, he coached me in 81 and 82. And in 90, he was my padrino in the wedding.
That's what I'm talking about. ¿Qué más quieres, Donut?
So we're leaving to the coach's clinic, and he goes, Donut, I'll be leaving about 10 o'clock, 9:30.
Shut up. You don't have to say that in here.
And you know what? I left before him, my own wedding. He was still there. That was a nice trip to Austin, eh, Coach?
Yes, sir. That's special times, and those are things that are implanted in your heart because of the people that you coach and the athletes that you have the privilege of leading and counseling and helping out.
Hey, Coach, let me tell you what, Coach. You know, my junior year, we lost, I can still remember him, Fred Guerra, we lost Victor Garza, we lost Fernando La Garza, Lenny Peña, Gus Alvarado, Roy Luna,
right.
Armando Alvarado, we lost Richard Gutierrez, and we come back and we repeated, Coach.
Yes, we did, because of the hard work and dedication that Edinburg High School's always been famous for and very proud of. And the athletes go out there and perform in that manner, and they do a good job.
And, Coach, you found a way to get the best out of me. I don't know how, but you did. You found a way. You and Gil Garza, I remember you go up there and amarratelo. When Gil walked up there, he had his hands behind his pockets, in his back pocket. He goes, next time it's going to be Joe Donut. So, you do what you're doing right now here. But you won't see me again. It's going to be Joe. But, Coach, I came from La Hilera, trouble kid, a lot of trouble kids, and it was tough, Coach, but believed in me, and thanks. You know, Coach.
That's what it's all about. That's why we go into the teaching and coaching profession, because we're able to meet athletes such as you and Paul and everybody else that I was very lucky to coach and lead. And that's why we do it, and we do it for the love of leading and teaching, and to the love of the sport of football, and the love of sport of baseball.
Hey, Coach, let me tell you what, Coach, you touched a lot of lives, not only mine, but I know you did a lot of other players. And I remember I took an elective, a math class, and I had a third period. And
Don't go there.
Hey!
Don't go there.
You had some. You had an off period, and you actually went to see Ms. Cunningham. Was that the assistant principal at the time, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and you told her, you know what? All he's going to do is cause trouble in that class. Let me have him. And I never did so much running than that year with you. And we take off down Canton, get on the freeway. I beat PSJA on Tuesday night. We're running on Wednesday, and I will never forget. You said, if I need you, can I use you tomorrow? And I said, yeah. And you said, well, then keep on going. But no, Coach,
there's different techniques and different methods of motivation, and that was one way of motivating. And I'll tell you what.
I mean, Coach, this was your conference, Coach. You didn't eat donut with you every day?
Yeah, I did, because he needed that little support and push and little effective energy and motivation, and it worked. And the reason it worked is he was willing to listen, he was willing to follow directions, and that is half of the battle.
Coach, I got a question for you after this play. Juarez Lincoln looking at a 3rd and 16. Coach Vasquez, I got a story for you. You know where I'm going, Coach. I'm guilty of just kind of usually speaking my mind, and there was one particular day, I'm on the mound. I'm doing my thing. I'm just not quite pitching real good. Just kind of not feeling it.
And there wasn't a very big game.
Well, here comes Vasquez walking up to the mound. Says, "What's going on?" I said, Coach, I don't know. I need you. All that. I said, Coach, I'm not in the mood. And he said, what? You're not in the mood? Well, then maybe I'm not in the mood. Oh, touchdown, Juarez Lincoln.
All right, we got a flag on the field, but I think it's going to be against the Bobcats. And Paul.
Donut. Hey, well, maybe I'm not in the mood to go to work. Maybe I'm not in the mood. Holy shit. I'll be in the mood next time, Coach. I promise you. But that's just some good old memories, Coach. Some good old baseball memories. You had a lot of success there as well.
Yeah, and those are the positive ones. Of course, with every profession, there's negative ones, but the positive ones outweigh the negatives, and that's why we did it, and that's why we love coaching athletes and making see you all develop and be successful. Look where you're at tonight, and you're allowing your talents and your love for the sport to be heard throughout the community, and that's what it's all about. And those are good stories and positive stories.
Hey, Coach, let me tell you what, I'm going to be very honest with everybody. I've been a quitter once in my life. And, again, we start off on our senior year. I'm up 7-4 in the Corpus tournament. And you say that's enough. I might need you in the tournament. So you pull me out, and here comes Spider and walks the row, and then comes Santana, and he walks the row, and wild pitch, bases loaded. Broke down 2 outs, 2 guys score, and we lose 8-7. That was my first game.
Not everybody said I was the smartest man in the world, okay?
No, good.
We do make mistakes.
Then we win again, Coach, and we go to Mackay. We're 2-0. We're beating them 3-0, and my best friend, and the best player we probably had, Ali Padillo, comes to do or die, throw on McCormick at home, and it goes through his legs, Coach, inside the park. 3-3. Next pitch, Billy Severino takes me back. And I said, Coach, here's the ball, man. Coach,
that's why you play the game.
Yeah,
that's
and the next morning, Coach, you were at Mr. Baker's class in the morning. We had a first period, and you were there with Gil, and you took me out of class, and you made me realize that I couldn't do that. I was like an Eddie Pena was the year before, and I'll never forget those times, Coach, that I could have very easily gone another way. And thanks to you, you brought the best out of me once again. And you believed in me, Coach, because I did do my wrongs as I was in school. We had our fun and wrapping y'all's cards at Gil Garza's house.
Hey!
But, Coach, again, Coach, I'll never forget.
He didn't know until now, don't it?
No.
Now, he knew. Okay.
Yeah, he's hitting fungos. And he starts yelling.
Paybacks are tough, aren't they?
He starts yelling, "Don't leave me! Don't leave me!" He's one of the players after the van. So, again, Coach, and I got to shake your hand on that. Thank you very much for what you've done for me.
No, thank you.
And my family and everything.
Pleasure coaching you.
And Donut, guys, if we were talking, the Huskies scored on a long sweep down the sideline. They ended up missing the extra point. They're kicking off at this time. A low line drive that's bouncing around, not fielded cleanly by the Bobcats. Goes in the end zone, but Juarez at this time is up 6-0 as we have our very special guest, Coach Vasquez here. Long time, not only baseball coach, but former head football coach and a couple of district championships under his belt. And I actually coached with him in the mid-90s as well, Coach. I enjoyed that.
That's right. You were a special teams coach.
Yes, sir.
You were a punt coach and kickoff coach. And you knew what you were talking about because you had that NFL experience, and that you were able to share with our guys on the varsity at that time, and it really helped because you developed some of the punters and the kickoff people, and you brought some concepts in a kickoff game and punt game that we were able to utilize, and I appreciate that. You made a real big effort, and here again, those are things that we do for the love of teaching and coaching and for the love of the sport. Amen, Coach. And you know I'm busy. I know you helped me get there. I'm still hanging out at Brewster. Best job I ever had. Thank God I walked in that building over there and ran into you. And you said, "Hey, I got a job for you, Coach. I'll take that job all day long." And I'm still hanging out at Brewster, and I'm doing just that. What you said, Coach. I do have a good time affecting kids. You're doing well.
Pick up 6 yards on the play there, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Bobcats. Now they got the ball at the 31-yard line. Coach, what like you mentioned a while ago, and Paul, take us to the play, and then I'll get to Coach on that.
Bobcats got twins to the left, and basically quarterback in the shotgun, Harrison the shotgun. It's going to be a run. He's going to give it to Abra. He bounces it outside. Plenty of room. He got a blocker. He cuts it back inside. Probably should have kept going outside, but he may get the first down by the spot.
And he did. So one more time, Pablo, for the Bobcats.
Move those chains.
We're moving the chains, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Coach.
You haven't missed anything. You guys had fun at the high school. Now you're having fun.
We're having more fun here, Coach.
And let me tell you what, Coach. It's going to be the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. So from Edinburg, Texas, I'm Donut Salinas. I got Paul Osbury to my right, and right to my right, Paulino Joe Vasquez, also my ex-coach in high school. And Coach, you mentioned a while ago what we're doing, me and Paul. Coach, I did this free for 2 years, Coach. Right? This is what I'm doing right now. I didn't even play the game.
You giving the money back now?
No,
No, you're not.
With interest.
No comp time, no not, Coach. But no, once again, Coach.
What happened to the love of the sport?
That's what I did, Coach. That's what you taught me. But, Coach, and talking about, you said right now what we bring into the community, Coach, we go worldwide, Coach. We got shout-outs from Afghanistan, Hawaii, Japan, Korea, and I mean, what do you think of what we're doing now for the kids?
That's great because there's a lot of red and blue out there, and
yes, sir.
This is really probably the first or second game that I've come to watch Bobcats play, and those colors have to be the best ever.
Coach, I've seen you wear that orange.
Right in the United States.
Coach, but really, Coach, honestly, does anything look better than red and blue?
Nah, never.
My daughters are Cougars, Coach. I got all the shirts, but it just doesn't look right. Not even a Letterman jacket.
I tell you what, those colors right now, and I told Coach Casa this when we were down in the field getting ready for the presentation, those colors are the best looking, and this is what we wore in 83, 84. The only thing I changed when I became the head coach, instead of the white helmet, I went to a blue helmet. Okay, and I love the combination, but you can't beat those colors, and those colors are all over the world, and it represents a true house of Bobcat pride. And when I want to hear at the next game or wherever you broadcast, is that you and the redhead here sing the alma mater when it's being.
Oh, the old alma mater! Remember that, Coach?
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge the team.
What do you mean?
No, wait.
Come join us. Come join us.
I'll sing it for you.
You can do it. Yeah.
I'll sing it for you.
All right.
And I still know it. And I was downstairs on the first row coming up to the stands, and our alma mater was being played, and I was standing down there, and I was singing it. People were looking at me and say, "This old man still knows the song." It's in my heart, and that's what ties me, Donut, and you, Redhead, and anybody else.
Yes, sir, to the past and the future.
That's right, and the Bobcat, that's a song that holds us together. Besides those colors and Bobcat pride.
There's nothing like it, Coach. And again, Coach Gassar, hats off to you and the Jags and the SaberCats. Coach Salinas is doing a great job, but there's nothing like Bobcat pride.
There you go.
And I still bleed red and blue. My daughters can't believe it. But I said, hey, I am, and everybody knows it, and that's just the way it is.
That's the way it is.
3rd and 2, dive up the middle. Obregon got plenty of daylight, just following his blockers. All he had to do was follow his lead blockers, tippy-toeing over some guys laying on the ground, and he needed 2, and he got about 15.
So here we go, Pablo, one more time.
Move those chains.
Another first down for the Bobcats. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Now they have the ball. They're on the Husky side of the field. They're at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Coach, before I say goodbye, and
yes, sir.
I'm going to do what Paul did. I'm going to get off and give you a hug and thank you for it.
I'll stick around while you give me a hug.
And Pablo's going to take us to the rest of the play. So, Paul, once again, Don Salinas and Joe Vasquez, Paulino Vasquez, it's been great, man, and I hope we can do this one more time some other day.
Harrison in the shotgun. Got split right. He's going to go. It's a quarterback keeper. It's a little nifty, tricky play in the backfield. It bounced it outside. He's tackled for a loss of not a gain of 1.
Once again, that was Coach Vasquez joining us in the booth. And ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman did a lot for me back in high school. So, I'm going to say right now, Coach, special thanks going out to you and love you, man. Thanks for what you did for me and a bunch of other players. So right now it's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up. Like Paul said when we were talking there, the Huskies broke a 35-yarder on the quarterback keeper all the way for a score. So it's right now. They missed the extra point. It's 6-0. Bobcats are down, but they're trying to knock on the door. They're trying to at least get in the driveway here, Pablo.
Yeah, 2nd and 8. This time it's going to be a handoff to number 1, Domingo Alvarez, who goes up the gut and bounces outside. He needed about 7, and he got about 10.
Yes,
so they're going to move those chains.
1984.
Oh, Casa 84.
I knew it was something with an 84. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Osbury.
Oh, my God, Tony, you remind me of that night. About 2 weeks ago.
It's Pablo, we go back a long way, Pablo, and we didn't play together, of course. I'm about 5 years ahead of you, but Pablo, I remember seeing you play, like I said. I remember seeing the Javi Granados and the Esquivel and Mike Flores and all them play. I was in junior high, and those were the years, man. I think we beat Atlas one time, a big game here, when Javi Granado was involved with the Bobcats, and number 43, if I'm not mistaken. Javi, a little shout-out going out to Javi Granado, and also I'll send a shout-out to his dad, Ezequiel Granado, and Ezequiel Granado Jr., and also Coach Robert Granado for the Cougars. The Granados are like family to me. A little shout-out going out to you. And, of course, Javi Badillo married into the Granados. Sonia. Javi Badillo, a little shout-out going out to you and Sonia, Janie, Betty, Gloria, everybody, man.
Javi's nephew, a good friend of mine, Mike Badillo.
So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're just bringing up the old times here for the Bobcats. There's a timeout on the field, and now La Jolla's trying to do what the Bobcats did when they were driving.
They're saying, hold on, let's catch our breath.
Let's slow them down.
Yeah, the Bobcats are driving. They're pretty much taking care of business on the ground. Wallace Lincoln decides to call a timeout. Maybe, timeouts are not that significant in the first half. So, because, it's basically equivalent to basketball. You got a team going score. You know what? You call a timeout, don't it? Trying to slow them down. Oh, yeah, you like this? Yeah.
I love it. I'm loving it, man.
Oh, he's helped right up in the corner. He's going to pick outside. Oh, he threw a little hitch to Saldana. And all he had to have was one man to beat, but he did not beat him. But that was a nifty little gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're right. 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6. We're down to 9-10, 9:09 and counting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in Edinburg, Texas. I'm Don Salinas. I got Paul Osbury to my right. We've had 2 coaches up here. That was Coach Flores and also Coach Vasquez. We got some more people coming up, and we'll bring you out as much as we can and bring as many guys as we can. Because, ladies and gentlemen,
we got a bunch.
Just something about that pride, Pablo.
Yes, sir. And also, not only the people we're bringing up, but I'll tell you right now, bro, Johnny, there's plenty of people down there. I know I've been tuning in on ValleyCenter.com. Not only the Bobcats, the former Bobcats, they go right up the gut. As I'm talking to Domingo Alvarez, right up the gut, right over the center. For a gain of about 12. Move those chains.
We're moving the chains once again for the Bobcats for the 4th time on this drive. Bobcats looking like Bobcat football.
I do see a couple of Bobcats down there. I know they tune in. I know at least one of them for sure tune in on ValleyCenter.com and watch us every week. This is the second time I've seen out of a game. And if he's not here, he's tuning in on ValleyCenter.com. We'll get a few of these guys up here.
And let me tell you what, Paulo, and again, ladies and gentlemen, we got ladies and teachers and family members and friends and compadres. Here we go. Take it, Pablo.
Sweep to the outside. This time, Juarez Lincoln took care of business. This time they handed it to Domingo Alvarez, who was basically running a sweep to the Bobcats left side. And the defensive end took care of business and came upfield. And that's a loss of 6.
Loss of 6. Call it 2nd and 16 coming up for the Bobcats. The momentum is slowing them down right there on that play, but we'll see what they do. It's 2nd and 16 coming up. We're under 8 minutes left in the half, ladies and gentlemen. Bobcats are still down by the score of 6-0. Pablo.
Second and Lynn Samuel exit.
Exit.
They went backwards. Yeah, para el norte.
Para el norte.
Yes, sir.
It's raining.
Yes, oh, it is. I'm driving in from Brewster today. I came through the rain on the way down here, worried about his rain, and I called you. You said, it's beautiful, Pablo.
Yeah.
All right, you're right. Timeout. Bobcats saw there was 1 second left in the play clock. Give credit to Harrison through the old NFL deal. Once you see the play clock running down, call a timeout to avoid a penalty and be even further back as it is 2nd and 16 as they wait for the timeout.
Pablo.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Tell me right now. Not later. Tell me now.
The only good thing that could be for the Bobcats is they might be the only team in Edinburg that finishes the season with a victory.
With a victory on this field.
With a victory in the season. Cougs go to the playoffs. They don't win state. They're going to end up with a loss. Jaguars, same thing.
I see what you're saying.
Cats have Sherryland.
I see what you're saying. Bobcats have obviously no chance at the
We'll come back next
playoffs.
year with a victory.
Yes, they're probably going to. Well,
The last game we won.
yes, sir, you're right about that.
It's a little momentum, I would think.
It is. It's something positive, something to look forward to.
So, Pablo, we're going to get another coach. You know who it is before we get going on the second half. Do you want to get somebody else?
I do. I got my eye on Coach Eloy Salinas down there.
Oh, now his son is here.
Yes, sir, and that's, of course, he's the father of, we got Harrison up the middle, the quarterback keeper. He went the middle, looked promising for a second. Why does Lincoln close that hole quick? Give credit to number 42. That is Rene Loredo. And what, gain of 4?
Picked up 4, so it's going to be 3rd and 12 coming up for the Bobcats. With the kicker, you're not on 2-down territory, are you?
Oh, I'll tell you what, he can boot this. If they can go back 15 more, he's got plenty of leg. But, you know, they want 6. They want 7, don't they, instead of 3. But we'll see what happens at the end of this play as it is 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, 7-0, under 7 minutes left in the half. Bobcats still down by the score of 6-0.
All right, double twins. Actually trips to the right. He throws down the middle. He's got a man open in the middle. And great catch. That's a Harrison to Saldana connection. I basically ran a post. And he ran about 10 yards upfield, then ran it toward the goalpost and caught it on the 2 or the 3?
He's at the 3-yard line.
So they're going to move those chains and drop them chains.
Once again, I'm doing it to Lena and Paul Alberto joining me. And ladies and gentlemen, we're having a blast. Paul, I want to thank everybody that's giving us all these compliments. And again, ladies and gentlemen, and kids and everybody, they love what they're hearing, Paulo. And again, first thanks going out to you and yesterday, Joe Bowling and Aaron Sines joining us. That was great.
That was a good team, though.
Everybody loved it.
That was a good team on a big night. It was unfortunate the Cougars didn't win. Certainly the Rattlers. It's very fortunate that you won. You came into hostile territory and pulled out a big victory. Probably headed for the district championship in Sherryland. But I'll tell you what, it was a great team, don't it? We had guys in the booth and 2 guys on the sideline, don't it? If you're the viewers or listeners last night, Que más quieres?
Lee Martinez, good job.
Mr.
Chan did
yes,
a good
sir.
job. He hooked us up and brought in some good people to help me and Paul just bring the fans a better deal of what's going on here in Edinburgh. Here we go.
Yes, sir. At the end of the day, we're trying to bring some entertainment and some insight to the game, and we sure did it last night. Harrison the shotgun. He's going to hand off. Oh, this time it's Matt Emili at the line. Oh, my gosh. That was Michael Montalvo. Give credit to Rene Laredo again. We've been calling his name tonight. Laredo for the Huskies taking care of business. That's a loss of a couple yards, don't it?
Of 3. They were at the 3. They went to the 2. Now they're back at the 5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5 for the Bobcats. Pablo.
¿Qué pasó?
Try to pass, Pablo?
I'd go sweep. Who knows what they're going to do? I could pick even 100 plays. But I'll tell you what. Yes, or maybe more. I'll tell you what, I'd sweep it to the outside, don't it, because you only have a little bit of room to go. Here we go, quarterback, and it's a sweep to the outside. Osborne makes the call, and it's a, what do you know? A sweep. Oh, Bobcats.
Okay, Coach, you made the call.
I did. They should run a sweep, don't it? Bam, sweep, and it's a touchdown, baby.
All right, so we're locked up at 6, 5:15 left in the half, ladies and gentlemen. The Bobcats just scored for the first time tonight, so it's 6 Bobcats, 6 Huskies. Point after, here we go.
Don't. Oh, we did! Yes, come on, get it! Yes, we just said it! Yes!
We got fans up here turned around and said, "Come on, get it!"
Yeah, they turned around.
You want to make that guy's night?
All right, we're going to give him a shirt right now, don't I?
We're going to do that, man. He doesn't even know, Paulo, what you're going to hit him with. And if it's too small, tell him I'm sorry, but give it to somebody. But, ladies and gentlemen, the fans, hey, Paulo, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Lee Chan, it's getting better, man. So, Joe Bowling, thank you very much for getting me involved in this. And ladies and gentlemen, we're hoping we're going to get more shirts because we're out of shirts. But here goes Paulo giving it to the band. And he's giving the shirt. He cannot believe it. He said, all right, he's excited. And that's one of our fans. And give me a shout-out, Paul. Try and get a shout-out, and we'll do that, ladies and gentlemen. But the extra point was good. So now, with 5:15 left in the half, it is now the Edinburg Bobcats 7 and the Huskies 6.
Tony, we got a shout-out.
A shout-out?
Class of 79 in the house.
They're in the parking lot here in the 8-track.
Oh, really?
See?
Oh, the what's the little record? 45?
No, an 8-track, and you put a little piece of paper in the bottom so it can
Oh,
stay.
yeah, so it can stay. Yeah, you got to, yeah.
Hey.
You got to, so it gets, so it can catch.
The speakers are from the stereo de la casa.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, so again, once again, a little shout out going out to the class of 79. That's Bobcats, class of 79, and I think they're going to get together this year for something. 35, no, it's something more. Yeah, 35 years, 40 years.
79, 84, what, I don't know. Class of 84, there we go. Bobcats kicking off. Pretty deep on this one. Send them 6 yards deep in his. He's going to return it. Bobcats look good on their coverage, and he's tripped up quickly. It depends on the momentum. He would hit, and he's going to go down to the 19. I'll tell you what, very outstanding kick. Not wind baited, went about 6 yards deep.
All right, so it's going to be at the 20-yard line. They're placing the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Donut Salinas. I got Paul Osbury to my right, and we got Bobcats all over the field.
Everywhere.
Stands everywhere.
Class of every year.
Class of every year.
All the years. Class of a bunch of years.
I saw those coaches, and I told Coach Casas, you got about 3,000 years already if you add them up.
Hey, you want me to go grab another coach?
Yeah.
I'm going to head over there.
All right, here we go. Paul's going to go.
All right, Harris Lincoln.
One more play.
Twins left, twins right. Bobcats are looking at 2 receivers left and right. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He decides to break it outside to the left, but the defensive end took care of that. I think we're going to have a name. Let me see. Number 54, Raul Rodriguez.
We got a flag
took care of
on
his
the
job. I'm going to go get somebody doing it.
All right, we got a flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's Paul Osbury, and I'm Donut Salinas. And you're listening to the streaming done by ValleyCenter.com, and you're going to see it later, ladies and gentlemen. And again, hats off to Cats TV 17. Hey, guys, let me tell you what, we got a lot of calls last night, and we got comments today about what good of a job that Cats TV is doing. So hats off to Cats TV, Martin, Torres, Susan Smith. We got Julio Camacho in the booth, Rick Ramirez, ¿Qué más quieres? Oh, guys, honestly, guys, I mean, I cannot believe the comments we were getting last night and today all day from different people, how much they enjoyed the game. Because let me tell you, as many people told me they enjoyed the game, they wouldn't have fit here in the field because it was a packed house. So here we go. It's going to be now 1st and 20 for the Huskies. They're backed up all the way back to the 10-yard line. Bobcats showing blitz. And they do come with him. It's a quick pass. He's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. So good pickup of 10 yards to the far side of the field. So it's going to be now 2nd and 10 coming up. Pablo, you found somebody? Canales?
Yeah, Canales.
Oh, my God. Here we go. We're going to have Eric Canales. Tell Eric we're live. Tell him we're live everywhere. Here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 11 coming up for the Huskies. We got 4:13 and counting left here in the half, and it's still Bobcats 7, Huskies 6. There we go. It's going to be 2nd and 11. It's going to be a pitch back to the running back. He's going to come out to the near side of the field. Goes nowhere. Maybe a pickup of 1 yard at the most. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up for the Huskies. And Bobcats sitting good. We still got 3:45 left. And we're waiting. Paul's got another play. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing but good stuff here for the Bobcats tonight. And hopefully they're going to come out with a victory. Like I told Pablo, the Bobcats might be the only team that finishes the season with the victory.
Looking good right now, even though it's 6-7. There was a long run down the sideline. Bobcats are pretty much in control of this game, even though it's 7-6, don't it?
Yeah, they started marching down the field very easily. And give me David Torres, man.
I see him down there.
Everybody.
I see him.
Who do you want next, man? We're going to get some Bobcats.
Yeah, we're going to get some Bobcats up here.
Get Adrian Cavazos.
Adrian. Big Adrian, I see him.
Oh, now he's a coach.
He's a head coach, a very successful volleyball coach.
I'm gonna
District champ, regional playoffs.
Coach of the year?
Yes, sir. Eric Canales coming up.
Eric Canales. We got a special guest coming up.
We got some
Eric
rapid fire.
Canales. Eric Canales.
Eric, having a good time, baby. Eric, we are live, so we got to be careful
We're
here.
live. We're worldwide. Everybody's hearing us right now, Eric. And we'll go after the play. Pablo, take us to the play.
Yes, all right.
Oh, there we go with defense.
Trips right. I see him.
There he goes.
Trip left. Bill Earl's going to blitz. Pepe back in coverage. They're blitzing.
Get him, Reno.
Oh, Joel Olivares on the tackle.
Right there.
Eric, how about a shout out? You got a shout out to one of your buddies down there. How about a shout out?
Who do you want to say hi
Hello to somebody. Right there, right here.
Okay, I want to shout out to Will Steele,
Will Steele.
Bill Reno, Pepe Barrera,
Hey, you go way back with that?
Frank Coronel,
Come on, who else?
who else? Omar,
Omar. Pepe.
Lefty Flores,
Hey.
my Daddy Hernandez out there.
I see him. All right, Eric, we're going to get some more Bobcats.
All right, once again, that was Eric Canales. Next Bobcat.
Can't forget about Eric Canales out there.
Hey, right here. Eric out of the house. All right, we're going to get some more Bobcats. Eric, thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Once again, that was Eric Canales, number 20. Hey, you know what, Eric? You know what's the best thing, Eric? That's the best number you ever could have gotten there. Once again, that was number 28, and next, Bobcat. And you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, they're having a blast, and hopefully the Bobcats are going to come out with a victory. We got a 1st and Military Highway, 1st and 20 coming up.
Yeah, pretty far.
Yeah.
All right, Bobcats looking at twins left and split right. Bobcats can bring in the house. They're blitzing, and it was a good time for an outside run because there was nobody there. It looks like
quarterback has the ball and he sacked him.
he couldn't even hand off the ball, don't it?
He was on him.
I'll tell you what, the Bobcats were blitzing. They came so quick, I think the quarterback was going to hand off the ball.
Watch for the change of count right here. You need to be careful.
Yeah, that's what you do when you have a hard rush. You do the screen or you do the hard count, don't it? You're pretty good about calling that. You're right about that.
Give me Adrian Cavazos. We're going to bring up the color.
Let me go get Adrian, head coach.
Head coach of the Cougar volleyball team. I want to know about that color. That and again, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a blast. We will get you the whole game, and again, you'll get to see it later. For right now, it's going to be 2nd and 20. Bobcats only one timeout left, and I think they're going to be satisfied going in 7-6. For right now, it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he gets away from 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he's been brought down at the 25-yard line. They needed 26 yards. He got maybe 8 or 10 there on the play, at the most 10, at the least 8. So we're going to call it 3rd and, I don't know, give me a number up there, Leo, somebody. We'll call it 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18. Hey, I got it. 3rd and 18. Good job, Julio. 3rd and 18 coming up. Ball at the 24-yard line. And ladies and gentlemen, we have another Bobcat in the house. Hey, and we'll get to him in a minute. For right now, Paul, take us.
I got it. Bobcats looking at twins left, twins right. Looks like they're going to blitz once again. They've been giving a steady dose of a blitz. And it's a pass. Quarterback going to get rid of it very quickly, don't it, because the blitz was very effective.
And here we go. It stopped. Turn down Paul. And then what happened here? They stopped the clock. So Bobcats. Yeah. So it's going to be 4th down for the Huskies and the Bobcats. A special guest in the house, Adrian Cavazos. Coach Cavazos. Now we're talking to Coach Flores, Coach Vasquez. We brought some football players up here. And one thing we talked about, Pablo, take us to the punt.
Yes, sir. We got the punt formation. Looks like it's 4th and very long. It's a good idea because you pin back in the territory. If Bobcats going to be outside, it's a free punt. It didn't matter. It's an ugly one. It takes Bobcat bounce and basically goes in the air. I don't even know the net yardage, but it's not very far. I think Waters are probably going to want to take his penalty and punt again, don't it?
Hey, Coach, you laugh after we go. Are we having fun up here or what?
Yes,
Coach?
we are. We had a lot of fun up here.
And let me tell you what, Coach Cavazos, we talked about the pride, the Bobcat pride. You were there. I remember your dad coaching me in Lincoln Elementary.
Yes, sir.
You know, and we remember those coaches because they played a big part as we're growing up. Coach, we talked about the red and blue pride, Coach. Is there anything, and again, all due respect to your Cougar, my daughter, and everybody at the Cougar, all my sisters, everybody that lives around the school, and I still tell them I still bleed red and blue.
That's right. I mean, you go to school there. Of course, we're the only cat in town back then, but I still keep track of what the Bobcats do. Even though I'm at Edinburg North now, I've been coaching volleyball for 16 years, but I still follow the Bobcats, and I always hope they do well.
Adrian,
Did you
Coach
learn?
Cavazos, hey, not only are you coaching, can you tell us some success? How have you been doing in volleyball? I'm just curious, even though I know the answer. Coach, how the hell have your team's been doing, Coach? Tell us the truth.
We've done well in the past few years. We've been in the,
How well, Coach?
well, we were in 2011. We were district champs.
Woo!
We went 3 rounds into the playoffs. We start our playoffs next week, Tuesday. We're playing the Del Rio in Laredo. So, if you can come out here and support us, support the girls, they'd really appreciate that.
Hey, Coach Paul, how's this, man? We're
Hey,
Bobcat.
you got Adrian and Cavazos in the booth. Hey, Camasqueros.
Hey, Coach, how big of an honor was it getting Coach of the Year?
Well, it's not. It was a great honor. The kids are the ones that make that possible, and my assistants as well. But every once in a while you get a really good group of girls, and they play their hearts out for you, and they made it happen. They made it possible. They went 3 rounds, and coaches can only do so much, but the girls or the players, whoever the players are, have to execute what the coaches want.
Hey, Coach, you're doing a good job. You coach my niece Anissa, and she loves you, and my sister and my cuñado, and it means a lot to what you do. So as a coach, keep up what you're doing, Coach, and you're doing a good job. For some reason or another, you got the winning tradition there in volleyball. My question to you, and I hope you don't mind me asking, you're done with softball?
Yes, my boys are. I got a boy, a sophomore, that's playing baseball, and my twins are also playing at BL. So I wanted to take some time and watch them play, especially they play in the spring. Being a varsity coach takes up a lot of time. It's a lot of time spent, a lot of scouting, a lot of So there's a lot of behind the scenes in coaching that a lot of people don't see. A lot of extra hours that studying film or studying the stats and stuff like that that a lot of people don't see.
And Cavazos, I appreciate you taking us through that. What happened just there was Harrison threw up a floater, and that was an easy pick because he was triple coverage. Juarez Lincoln gets the interception, and they're going to start about the 20. Coach Cavazos, nice having you up here. I think we got Coach Avila next on deck.
All right, and what we're going to do right now is send a shout-out to the Cavazos family. And again, Adrian, thanks very much. And
thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
And good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Go Cougars. That's Coach Cavazos from Edinburg North volleyball team. They start the playoffs on Tuesday, Coach? All right, Tuesday night. That's going to be the volleyball team going against Del Rio. Del Rio, opponent Rams. They're going to, Cougars will take it. Here we go. Good luck, Coach. Thanks a lot, Coach. Here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10. We're down to 38 seconds left in the half. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. He breaks it to the outside, breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, still going, picks up a 1st down. Hey, guys, you got to help me here. One more time for the Huskies.
Move those chains. Hey, I caught it in the lick of time.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, Rick and Julio are doing to move the chains.
All right.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Ball's going to be at the 32-yard line for the Huskies. We're down to 27, 26, 25, and counting for the half. And right now, it's still the Bobcats over the Huskies by the score of 7-6.
All right, let's see. Which one is this?
It's just too loud.
The reception, you got it. I think you're bringing me down.
You're blowing me out here.
I think you're bringing me down. There you go. Okay, that one. There we go.
A run up.
Little lower, little lower.
It's going to be nothing. It's going to
Right there, Coach. Check it out.
to the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be right now at halftime in Edinburg. It is the Bobcats over the Huskies, 7-6. Before we get to the band, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the house, and it's going to be Coach Avila. Coach Avila, I didn't even play for you all, Coach, and I know every one of you all. Y'all are always there at the baseball field, encouraging us to do better and, don't give up and, hang in there and stuff. Me as a junior, I lost to everybody, the seniors. We had a good ball club. We won district in 81. We lost Freddy Guerra. We lost Victor Garza, Fernando La Garza, Neri Peña, Gus Alvarado, Roy Luna, Mando Alvarado, Richard Gutierrez. And it was like, what do we got next year, man? And, Coach, y'all found a way because I remember seeing y'all there at the baseball field behind the dugout, encouraging us. And we came back and got district again, Coach, back to back. So, Coach, not only did you, play a big part of, helping your football players. I was a baseball player, and I know you like if you were one of my coaches, Coach. So,
Leo Reyes!
What you've done, Coach. And,
well, all I can tell you is y'all were Bobcats. Bottom line, you were Bobcats, all right? I don't care if you were football players, volleyball players, you were Bobcats.
You were Bobcats. So if you're a
Bobcat tonight, Camasqueros.
Once again, let's go, Coach. how does it feel, Coach? I mean, Coach, I got chills walking in, man. I didn't even know what was going on. I called Paul and said, you got to get here, man. He goes, what? I said, I got Avila, I got Flores, I got Vasquez, I got Acuella, I got everybody here, man. I said, you got to get here, Coach. How good? It's going to feel great, man.
Oh, it feels good, man. Looking at all these guys. Some of them are still growing, by the way.
Hey! Which way? Christmas is coming. Great Santa Claus. We had a lot of Santa Clauses.
Yeah, but